Did you know that the second Friday of the year is called Quitter's Day? And the reason why it's called Quitter's Day is because on New Year's Eve, whether alcohol infused or not, everybody comes up with all of these resolutions about how this year is going to be so much better than last year. And I'm gonna rock the world. I'm going to be healthier. I'm going to be wealthier. I'm going to be wiser. But then that second weekend comes up. In other words, the second Friday of the year, and all of a sudden those resolutions go out the window. Okay. Now I get it. If your resolution was to eat better and maybe work out, I can pretty much see the second Friday easily being the time that you just kind of throw in the towel, because it's the second weekend that you're going to have to do without some of the stuff that you're usually used to doing on the weekends. But the reason why I'm recording today's video here is because I screwed up on my own resolution. I made a promise to myself. I even mentioned it in one of the prior videos that for the next 100 days, I'm going to record these videos. I'm going to get them out there. And here it is, the 8th of January. And you know how many videos I put out? 2. Okay, so it's hardly 100 days worth of videos over a 100-day period. So look, I've already screwed up. Okay, so I'm no different. And if you've already screwed up on your resolution or your promise or your goal or whatever you want to call it, it's perfectly okay. You're normal. Okay, that's why it's called Quitter's Day, because most people fail at that time. Now remember, there's an old thing, I think it was Zig Ziglar said, is failure is an event, it's not a person. So if you've kind of fallen off the wagon already, it's okay. You failed the first time, get back on the wagon. Let's get going on the and taking care of that resolution. Okay, so here is the reason why I decided I was going to go for 100 days of recording these videos. I heard about this thing called the Rule of 100. And the Rule of 100 basically says that if you consistently do something for 100 days in a row, you have now ingrained a habit in you that's really difficult to get rid of. Okay, so when we talk about that workout streak that I'm on, over 2,500 days right now, nearing 2,600 days in a row I've worked out, it started with a 30-day goal for me. Well, that 30-day goal wound up going to 100 and then to 1,000. And then now it's, like I said, almost 2,600 days in a row I've worked out. And that all started because I decided to force myself into doing something consistently that I hadn't done before. In other words, I needed to create a new habit, a good habit that was good for me. Okay. Now, the key of this 100-day habit that I want you to start thinking about is it's got to be a keystone habit. In other words, you got to peel back all the layers of the onion of the things that are typically holding you back from the success you're looking for. In other words, the reason why you are continually failing over and over and over at getting the results that you want. Okay, so for me, I just lack the consistency of working out. I'd work out and then I wouldn't work out, and I'd get on I'd work out like a maniac and then I'd take time off and I wouldn't work out. So for me, it was just a lack of consistency. So for what I decided to do on that 30-day goal, I didn't know about the 100-day rule, but for the 30 days, just to force myself into it. Come hell or high water, no matter what time of the day it is, I have to go and work out. And let me tell you, in that first 30 days, that was difficult. There's times where I was in bed, just about ready to doze off when I realized I hadn't worked out. So I had to get up, get dressed, and go down and hop on the bike or do something for my 20-minute workout. So I didn't want to allow myself to fail, because if I started over, if I messed up, I'd have to, tomorrow would be day number 1. Okay, and I wanted to do it for 30 days, and then I wanted to do it for 100 days, and again, then it became a habit. I could not imagine going through an entire day without working out. And now I don't have to set alarms. I don't have to put notes all over the place, because it is part of who I am. I am not a complete person unless I have actually worked out. I know it sounds really weird. It sounds really weird saying it, but I am not a complete person unless I actually have done that workout every single day. So that's really the rule of 100 in and how it worked well for me. You got to figure out what is your core excuse, your keystone habit that you need to develop or get rid of. That's going to help you get to wherever you want to go. And for a lot of people, their excuse or their problem and it could be legitimate. I say excuse, but it could very well be a legitimate reason. Maybe it's you just simply don't have the time. A lot of things come down to that core thing of, gosh, I just don't have the time. So if you want to work out every single day, like I am, that's the number one question people have. It's like, how do you find the time? Look, I have multiple businesses. I have things that I like to do, and my days are full. Well, at least they used to be. It was difficult in the very beginning to find that time, okay? So if that is the problem legitimately for you, and you brought it all down and say, look, I simply don't have the time, well, set your alarm 30 minutes or 60 minutes earlier in the day. If you normally get up at 6, get up at 5. Now, what you do with that extra hour is totally up to you, but you no longer have the excuse of, I don't have the time because we just gave you an extra hour in the day to get some stuff done. Okay? If you're already getting up really early, well then cancel your subscription to Netflix. Okay? Don't watch TV. Instead, give yourself back that extra half hour or hour that you're spending every single day watching your shows. And go do something that you really want. And if that habit you're trying to get or that goal you're trying to get to is important to you, then make it important. Make it a dominant thing in your life. It's certainly more important than watching your show on Netflix every single day. Or maybe it's a matter of hanging out on Facebook. You have no idea how much time you actually spend on Facebook. As a matter of fact, your iPhone will pretty much tell you. If you go, you can see how much time you're spending on the Facebook app, and you might be shocked. And you realize, look, if I just put that down and I don't go on Facebook every single day, if this is you, then you're going to be able to pull that time aside and you're going to be able to use it to work out or to get to the office earlier or whatever it is that involves time. Make the time. Or give yourself the extra time simply by setting your alarm clock, okay? And so that would be your 100-day rule, that goal that you're going to do for 100 days in a row. And just say, I'm going to stay off Facebook for 100 days in a row. I'm going to set my alarm earlier 100 days in a row. I'm going to cancel my Netflix subscription for 100 days. And then all of a sudden you find, okay, you don't have that excuse anymore, okay? So you can stick with it. Now, for myself, I said on a previous video that I decided I'm going to record videos for 100 days in a row. And that was important to me. Time is not my problem right now. My problem is the consistency of recording these videos, okay? I really like to help people. And by creating videos, I think I'm not too bad on video. But creating videos for me is my way of getting my message out on a personal level and for my business, for my clients, to get them the information that they need. And I need to stay very, very consistent in getting that information out. But I have all these little BS excuses that I have running through my head of why I start and stop and start and stop and start and stop. And oh my God, I've been doing this for years, starting and stopping and making a commitment to everybody and then failing on that commitment. It's because of the consistency. I'm not forcing myself to plow through it. So as silly as these excuses seem, it's one of those things that it got me to stop. Now, before I get into what these excuses were and the reason why I stopped recording videos on a consistent basis, please do me a big favor. Look, if you like the content I'm putting out here, please like the video, share the video with somebody you think it might be helpful to. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to the channel so you get notified of these videos when they come out. Make comments below. Whatever it is, just let me know that you are at least paying attention and you like what you're seeing, because that actually is one of the reasons why I lack consistency of doing these videos, because I got inside my head that people aren't watching, or they don't enjoy the content, or they don't want to listen to anything I have to say, or that I'm not important, or it's all those BS things. It's also a matter of, like, I'm right here in my office. You like the new plant I put over there, and I'm just experimenting with a few things in the background here, but what I want to do really is I want to make sure that I keep getting these videos out there no matter what the instance is. So I want to start using my iPhone, okay? But there's times I don't use my iPhone because, oh, my hair doesn't look right, or I dressed like crap today, or the lighting sucks, or the room's messy that I'm in, or as silly as that stuff sounds saying it, those are the real reasons why I'm not consistently out recording, just picking up and just recording. Probably the biggest thing is I hate when I know people are listening to me while I'm doing this. I've been out, outside recording a video, and I know somebody's listening to me, at least I think they are, and I know they're staring at me, and that just makes me uncomfortable. So I just don't do it. But look, if I made the commitment to do this for 100 days, I'm going to plow through this for 100 consistent days in a row. It's going to force me to get past all those BS excuses, because guess what? If I fail to do this tomorrow, just like it is today is day number 1 of my 100 days. I recorded 2 of them last week, and that's all the further it went. So this is now day 1 of my 100. And if I fail in 2 weeks or so to get out that content, guess what? It's day 1 again, and I'm going to keep going until I get that 100-day streak going, okay? Because it's important to me. Now, if your resolution or your goal is not that important to you, it's going to be very difficult to do it consistently for 100 days. So make sure what it is you're striving for is really, really important, and that it's your goal. It's not what you think people should, want you to do. It's what you honestly want to do. It's what's going to help you in your personal life, in your relationships, in your business, in your financial situation, if you're moving towards retirement, whatever those things are, if it's important to you, you can do it for 100 days. And I guarantee you, if you do it for 100 days, you are going to make that a habit. Okay. So now I said, I broke my 100-day goal. Here I am starting over again. Okay. As I said in the very beginning, failure is an event. It's not a person. It's okay. If you stop doing it, dust yourself off, get back onto that horse again. And if you screw up, get back on that horse again. You just got to keep doing it and push through it, and you will get the results that you're looking for. I absolutely guarantee it. Look, I hope this helped. Again, like the video, share it, comment on it, and I'll see you on tomorrow's video, which I guarantee I'm going to get recorded for you. I'll see you then.